And you spiritual bitches
Mm,
be the worst of all. Not the
mm,
ones who actually practice spirit and actually, because I consider myself a spiritual bitch, but you hoes that take spirit and use and abuse it for whatever evil you feel like doing. But you hide behind, I'm spiritual. I can't be bad. I'm spiritual. There's this bitch named Hood Healer or whatever. I forgot. She says some crazy ass shit every single day. And you bitches follow her by the masses. Y'all are followers.
mm.
Y'all are followers. And a lot of y'all point and paint out these mean girls because y'all are followers and you're uncomfortable with a free thinking individual, an outspoken individual who's gonna say something and then stand on their shit. And you're afraid, you're uncomfortable because they're not gonna bend to you. If you've seen it, have you seen this viral TikTok of this guy at the library? He's a library attendant. He's like, "Hi, I would like you to go to your local library and get your library card," or something like that.
Mm-mm. I
He's a
haven't seen it
mixed. I
yet.
think he's mixed. Okay. So he was like, it's a simple TikTok. It's a guy. He's like, "Hi, I would like you to please support your local library by getting a library card and reading books from your local library." Simple. This one bitch come in and says, "I just read him. He has an evil spirit. I can see it on him." And that man was getting harassed. These bitches followed and harassed the fuck out of that man for saying,
Wow.
"I would like you to read more. I would like you to go." You bitches are slow. You bitches
Hmm.
are dumb. You That's why you're followers. You're slow, dumb, and you can't think for yourself. And
Hmm.
I'm just like, what is happening? Are these people, do these people truly think they are in the correct by saying you're demonic? You're a demon. You're a horrible person. I see some dark shit on you. You're a this, you're a that. By saying, "I want you niggas to read." I think he was getting death threats and shit too. It was crazy.
Over him telling y'all to go support your
Yes.
local fucking library. You bitches, what the fuck?
That was sick. That was some sick shit. And the girl came forward and said, "I apologize to him. We made up. Please stop attacking him." What?
Why the fuck
Bitch,
would
you
you say
started the
some shit
whole
like that?
thing.
Right, like what?
You started this to get him harassed for nothing.
Threw a
You
fucking rock
psychotic
and hit her
bitch.
hand. That's what the fuck she did. That's sick.
As fuck.
My God. What the
I hate you
man?
hoes. I hate
No,
you
for
hoes so
real.
much.
Y'all are fucking idiots. I swear to God. Like, y'all are dumb as fuck. Every single one of y'all should have just really. I ain't talking about everybody, but the ones who know they are dumb, you bitches should have been swallowed. Because that don't make no fucking sense. Like, what the fuck?
Everybody complains about everybody is the same. There's no individuality because y'all crush the individuals. Y'all try to crush the people that who you think don't fit in within the norm. Like this man is okay. He might have had a different tone. He was a different person. I mean, I don't know. Like he was like, "Hi, please go support your local library." Okay, he had a little funny voice. I mean, but shit, he told you to go read a fucking book. And y'all talking about, "Oh, everybody look the same. Everybody is the same." Like Tizo touchdown.
Talk
But
about it.
oh, he looks like this. He has this. He has nails in this. Okay. He has painted his nails. He's not a representative Momo. Okay. But y'all complain that everybody looks the same and is the same and thinks the same. But y'all crush the individuals. Your attempt to crush the individuals.
Like, y'all
Sick.
are
Sick as
fucking
fuck.
sick. No, for real. Sick as fuck. Like, y'all are the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Us people with different personalities and, just living our lives,
Mm-hmm.
we're not the problem. You bitches are. You bitches that act the same, look the same, dress the same, do the same shit on a regular fucking
Mm-hmm.
basis. Y'all are the fucking problem.
Mm-hmm.
So with y'all, I don't know, is it this is what I'm feeling because now I'm stuttering. I feel like y'all don't like people being different. So y'all pick and put this mean girl facade on to try to
Mm-hmm.
get them to basically And it's I've seen it before. Y'all get them to go into depression and just step away from the world,
Right.
suicide, and many other things. Now this person either A doesn't exist anymore, or B has literally walked away, literally just left social media and everything alone. So now you
Right.
feel that you done did something. You got the motherfucking brownie now. Oh, now you Regina George around this bitch. No. No, that shit's not cool. Everybody cannot be you, bitch. Everybody cannot be the same. Be original. Be who the fuck you are. Don't be the next bitch. And that be half of y'all problem. And that's why a lot of you bitches wear the mean girl fucking facade. You hoes want everybody to be a clone of you. Bitch, nobody wants to be a clone of you. Nobody. People want to be themselves. People want to do shit themselves. Like, be them. Nobody want to be you, bitch,
Hmm.
at all. Like, the fuck? That's high school shit. Like,
Right.
literally, I dealt with that shit in high school, and it's like
Right.
now it's like y'all still act like this, and here
Yeah.
we are grown as adults. Hell, we are the adults of the new century.
Hmm.
Let's get this shit together. You bitches shouldn't be acting like we're still in ninth grade and you just not getting in school and you gotta pick out who's the popular, who's this, who's the jock. No. Sit the fuck down, bitch. You got 10 kids and you still trying to be a mean girl. Bitch, sit down and wipe your son's snotty ass nose and get that shit together. Like, the fuck?
Yeah. As you grow older, you see that so many people never grow out of that high school mentality. In high school, I didn't give a fuck. I was just myself because that's all I wanted to be was myself. Like I don't talk I'm not a social person. I'm not a social butterfly. I'm an introvert. Like and that with that I never felt the urge to kiss ass. Like I've never had to get like everything I've ever had I've worked hard for. I've never had to kiss ass or this or that. Like I just had a natural talent in whatever I did at school. But like people would just be like, oh, she's not talking to me, so she's a bitch. Oh, she's not talking to me. Oh, she doesn't want to be my friend, so she's. And I would just be like, who are you? Who are
Who
you
you?
again? Like you don't even know you. I don't even know your name, or I've never even exchanged words with you. But you got some animosity in your heart against me because people will perceive you to be the top bitch. And people
Right.
gonna come at you like Nikki. Like that's why I relate to her so much. Like people just come at you for no reason. And you're like, if I don't even know you exist, is that beef?
Hmm.
Murder, murder, murder,
Murder,
murder.
murder. Hey.
And it happened when at my first job too at Chick-fil-A. There's this white girl. We're gonna call her Sarah. And I don't know. Sarah had a bad life. Sarah, her mom didn't I think her mom kicked her out or something like that. Like she had an apartment, she was having car trouble, she had really bad diabetes, this and that. And I was just like, okay, I feel bad for you. But like she would like try to kiss my ass, but then talk behind my back at the same time. She would buy me Starbucks or whatever. I would be like, okay, yeah, go across the street to Starbucks, give me a vanilla bean frap with da 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 da. Okay, and she would buy me on her, and then such and such would come back and say, hey, Sarah just said this. So I was like, okay, she can't whoop my ass. But it just felt like not to say you are so below me that
Right.
I don't find you. It doesn't make me angry, but it's like number one, you're not gonna step to me, and number two, like your life is so bad as it is. There's
Right.
nothing I could say. I mean, there are some things I could say, but there's nothing that would make me feel better, I guess, or make or put me in a position to say something to you. Your life is your punishment.
Right.
I mean, you're definitely going way through it way worse than I am. So there's nothing I could say to you to bring you down even further than you already are.
Right.
So I feel the need to say nothing to you. But I was like, okay, yeah. But I'm like, okay, I'm just let this bitch keep buying me Starbucks. I don't give a shit. Bitch, you're spending your money on me. So I mean, I don't care. Yeah, keep
Like,
talking. Yeah, I'm
the
a
fuck?
hoe. Yeah, I do this. Yeah, I do that. Go ahead. Go ahead on.
Like, what's new? Okay. Mm-hmm.
going back to the mean girl thing, like, oh, you gotta be a girl's girl, you gotta embrace your woman, and
Women
but
empowerment.
women empowerment, women together across the world, women holding hands and being. But I don't have to give you the benefits off my back just because
Mm,
you are a woman in the same realm as me.
come
Like, let's
on.
say there's another podcast, hey, we're a woman podcast. Okay, girl, I see you do your thing. We'll support you. You support us. But it's like, I don't have to give you all my resources. Oh, here's my microphone. Here is my computer. Here is my this and here's my that. So your podcast can be way bigger, but we just tore our shit the fuck down in order to
Right.
give you a bigger podcast. It's like with Nikki, like every single new rap girl that comes in, y'all want her to, oh, here, my crown, my Barbie chain. Take it. Take it. I'm done. Take it. But it don't work like that.
At all.
Like, oh my god, my pen. Take it. Take my superpower pen. Take it. Like every single rap girl that just walked through the door, that y'all don't do that to Beyonce, and y'all don't do that to Rihanna. Every
Talk
single
about it.
singing girl that come in, make me sweat, make me hot. Y'all don't be like, Rihanna, you need to take her under your ring and replace you. You
Right.
need to sit down. You're done,
Y'all
Rihanna.
only do that shit for Nikki.
Nikki.
That shit is crazy.
Y'all don't do that shit to Beyonce. Chloe and Halle out there singing their asses off. Chloe turning flips on stage and shit, trying to get her career off the ground. They're signed to Beyonce. Y'all don't expect Beyonce to be like, y'all, you need Beyonce. You need to sit down and you need Chloe to go up there and sing and dance. Why aren't you under the wings? Why didn't you embrace them? Why don't you work together? Y'all don't expect Rihanna or Beyonce or nobody else to work with any of these other girls.
At all.
So why do you do it to Nicki Minaj?
Because y'all don't like her. And frankly, my dear, she, me, and Blue don't give a fuck. I mean, it is what the fuck it is. If y'all don't like her,
It is what it
oh
is.
the fuck well. It is what it is.
But the thing is, y'all done turned rap music into a personality game.
Mm.
Y'all tried to give the rap game to a bitch who could barely speak English or Spanish with a heavy ass tongue, cockeyed, and just ugly. But she had a funny personality, so she should be able to rap and be the rap queen, right? Where does that take you? Yeah, I tried to give it to a non black Dominican. What fucking sense does that make because you like her personality?
Wow.
Now y'all trying to give it to a galloping Shetland pony. She got some other shit. You know what? Never. She got her own shit in the news going on right now. So
Child.
now y'all trying to give it to a gorilla, a slotherilla.
Ugh. Slots are ugly. Good God.
And what sense do y'all try? And then y'all tried to, oh girl, mulatto, you're on the floor right now, sister. So you're not my sister.
Shit, at one point they was trying to
You.
give it to what's her name? Remy.
Oh, I forgot about her. Ooh, I forgot about her.
Like you
Oh, bitch,
bitches
you're
dug her out the
down
fucking
bad.
crevices. Like what?
Ooh,
Please leave
bitch.
her where the fuck she at.
You know it's bad when I forget about you because I don't forget a motherfucking thing. Oh my God.
Y'all just be trying to get a
Bap.
rap game to everybody, but y'all know who Queen is at the end of the day. So
Girl,
please stop
she's on
fucking playing.
25 sold out shows in a row.
Hmm.
And we going to two of them next in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Bet your Fav can't do that.
None of them can. None of these
None.
girls are selling, not a single one is selling seats.
None.
So clock that T.
25 $25 for a ticket is crazy. I'm
That's
sorry.
insane.
That speaks a lot of volume over there.
But like I said, I'm not going to make the claim or the assertion that mean girls do not exist, because they do. They're
They do.
bitches. The average bit. The messy bitch, the messy manager, coworker, whatever. But they're usually the ones that be in everybody's face, knowing
Mm-hmm.
everybody's business and everybody's tea. But me, thankfully, I've always been a very secretive person. Not on purpose, just because I'm just very reserved. I don't like talking about myself that much. But they be the ones that you see in everybody's face. Hey friend, hey friend, hey girl, hey girl. Let's teach this. Oh, your baby daddy cheated again. This is 12 times now. Oh my god, girl, you need to leave him. Oh, you gonna
Mm.
stay? Well, I support
Mm.
you. He won't do it again. I know. I know it. Like y'all are meant to be. Like y'all should get married. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Forgive him, you know,
Give it to
take him
God.
back, give it to God, and I think you should keep the wedding. Yes, the wedding next month. Yeah. Yeah, keep it. Okay, sis, I'll talk to you later. I would love to be your bridesmaid. Love is love. Click.
Meanwhile,
This hoe so goddamn stupid. This stupid bitch done cheated on 12 times. 12 times. That dirty dick ass nigga done dipped his stick in 13 bitches. Yeah. And she gonna keep the wedding with her big dumb ass. I told her I'll be there at the bridesmaid altar. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna go just so I can laugh.
sick.
But
That's
yeah,
sick.
stupid ass bitch. That's how they be. In your
Damn.
face.
I met somebody like that in full fledged form. Damn.
Damn.
Thou should not be named, but you know who you are. You know.
Mm, oh no.
Needless to say, the mean girl trait, mean girl, whatever you want to call it, like Blue say, that shit exists. It's there. It's in rare fucking form. But let's not get bad bitch and mean girl mixed up, because they're not the same. They will never be the same. And you bitches need to go back to school, because clearly mean girl and bad bitch is two different definitions. Matter of fact, I could take y'all to school. We next time, if we do a mean girl part 2, I will give y'all a PowerPoint and tell y'all the definitions and put them up there so y'all can see it as plain as day, so we can get a clear understanding. Y'all are going to go to Vividly Vocals University because it seems like I
Yeah.
need
But
it.
yes, I think a lot of it comes from y'all being uncomfortable with free thinking people who can think for themselves, don't need to
Hmm.
follow the crowd, people that aren't sheep, like people that don't need to follow a Regina, like, oh, you're Katie, oh, you're Gretchen, you're Karen, like people who don't need a pack to function. Like I can say my opinion and stand on it and defend it, even if it's not the popular thing to do. Like y'all are very uncomfortable with black women speaking their truth.
Come
Like a
on.
Nicki Minaj. Like Nicki Minaj will get on and say what she wants to say and not give a motherfuck, no matter how many people on Twitter get mad, how many people on this get mad and that get mad, the
Right.
blogs posting and snipping out her full context and whatnot. Y'all are very uncomfortable with black women, especially speaking their full, raw, unfiltered, unapologetic truth. And
Right.
that's why I relate to her so much. Like, I don't
Right.
give a fuck. This is what has happened to me, or this is what I have seen occurred, or this is what this person has done to me, and this is what is going on with me. My
Right.
perspective is valid, and nobody's gonna keep me silent.
Right. That's just like with friendships.
Hmm.
Feel a lot of y'all hate that a lot of y'all friends are outspoken and speak their opinion and are very, straightforward. One thing I've learned, and well, not think one thing I've learned, one thing I've seen is a lot of you mean girls, y'all like yes men. Y'all don't like a bitch to tell y'all no. Y'all don't like a
Hmm.
bitch to be combative with y'all, and not combative in a bad way. But say for example, if right now, if I did something wrong and Blue seen it, Blue not gonna give me, oh girl, yeah, you did that. You ate that up. Blue gonna tear my ass up and be like, bitch, first off, what are you doing? What was that? What was the need for that? You get what I'm saying? Y'all bitches don't want nobody to tell y'all what
Hmm.
y'all need to hear. Y'all bitches be wanting a bitch to tell y'all what y'all want to hear. And that be half of y'all motherfucking problem. These bitches that y'all be having in y'all corner be enabling. Ooh, be enabling you bitches. And that's how this whole Regina George facade come the fuck on. Because y'all got some enabling ass motherfucking friends. That be the fucking
Mm.
problem right there.
Like when the wall whisperer stole $5,000 from that old lady and he expected you to agree with it.
And I didn't. I fucking didn't.
Imagine stealing money out the mouth of an elder woman and her grandchild and
Hmm.
thinking you're justified, proud enough to brag about it, and expecting somebody to agree with that.
I would never, let me tell y'all, I can agree with a lot of things, but stealing out of someone's mouth, a child's mouth, an elderly's mouth, bitch, you're sick. I don't give a fuck if you trying to be on a come up. Let me tell you, nah, we not gonna do that. I'm sorry. And then you had the audacity to be mad at me because I wasn't on your fucking side. The fuck is really the problem? You're mad? I don't give a fuck. You're wrong at the end of the day. You so used to somebody telling you like, yeah, bitch, you stole that money. You better go ahead and get you a new fucking car. You better go move out of the state. Bitch, no, go get that old woman back her money. Go give that child back their money. The fuck? That child need food in that house. That child need clothes for school.
Mm,
Fucking school supplies, shoes, like necessity things. And bitch, you stealing out of their mouth? And you want me to be okay with that? Bitch,
mm,
you're stupid. You bumped your fucking head because that's crazy. Again,
mhm.
he was used to somebody telling him, "Oh yeah, you did that, bitch. Go ahead, bitch. Let's spark up a blunt behind that." No, bitch, we ain't sparking shit behind shits. Bitch, go give that woman her money back. The fuck? I don't
Mm-mm.
know.
That's wicked. It's wicked. Okay, but enjoy that money. Hope it
Mm-hmm.
was worth it. You know, if
Hope it
that is a
was.
win to you, win on. But the universe always gonna come back around and whack that ass.
Hmm.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
Right.
Let's go to commercial break and we'll be right back.
We'll be back.
We're here for you. Do you need advice to vent, spill some tea, or just want to chat with Blue and J. Marie? Vividly Vocals advice hotline is open. Email us at askvvpod@gmail.com and we'll read your email on an episode of the show.
Yes, come connect with Vividly Vocal. We are on Facebook, which is going to be Vividly Vocal Podcast. We're on YouTube, which is going to be Vividly Vocal Podcast. We're also on Instagram, which is Vividly Vocal Pod. We're on Twitter as well, or you can call it X, that's at Vividly Vocal. And we are on TikTok, which you can find us at Vividly Vocal. And also, we do have a Cash App. Come invest in us, okay? We can get a bigger studio or some more equipment, or just invest in us because our Cash App is going to be at Vividly Vocal. All donations go towards the development of Vividly Vocal.
And now, back to the show. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
First email. Where is the girl code?
My mama.
Hello again, ladies. I have been very proud of you, ladies. And I just want to say, please keep going with this podcast. I need this podcast because of the fact that things that go on in my personal life, many people would not understand, but you ladies understand me and feel my pain when it comes to my situation that I'm going through. And I just want to take time and say you to the both of you ladies. As you know, the last email that I sent was regarding my gay ex husband, telling my cousin that he wanted to be with her instead of me. And basically, I was just a waste of space. Those words still sting my heart, only because me and him have children together. So it's a stinging in the heart because you could have picked her instead of me with no hesitation, but you knew she wasn't going to put up with you fucking other men. That's the difference. Well, that this is how it's going now. So my cousin ended up telling me that she in fact did sleep around with him around the time we were still married.
Ah, you
Oh my
sick.
god.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. I know you guys are wondering, why did she pick the fine time to tell me now that me and him are no longer together, right? I am wondering the exact same thing. I just don't understand why she picked this time to do it. We were talking on the phone and I was asking her how her day was and asking about the other members of the family, and she seemed a little off. I was confused because normally when we talk, she's very chipper and she's loud, but it was different. She took a deep breath and told me that she's been keeping this secret in forever and that she needs to let it out because the more that she holds it in, it's going to burn her forever. I was confused because I literally had no idea what the hell she was talking about. She then proceeds to tell me that she slept with him 3 times while we were married. 3 times, ladies, in all caps. I just simply hung up the phone and blocked her. I really need to know you ladies' opinions on this. I feel very comfortable talking with you ladies and I need other opinions. How should I take this? What should I do? Should I hear her out on this? Please help, ladies, and thanks.
Block her. Block her.
Yeah,
Don't even talk to her.
it's over. It's done.
I'll beat that hoe
I
up. See,
can't.
ooh, not
I
the hoe. I'm
can't.
sorry.
Where is the loyalty in this family? What that's why he felt so comfortable calling her and saying all that.
3 times is sick.
That's
And
sickening.
within
Oh
those
my
3 times,
God.
sir, were you also fucking men too? How long you been fucking men? This is the question I want to know.
I just can't. This nigga is a demon. What
Savage
is
beast.
what is he a nymphomaniac? He just fucking everything. He
Shit.
fucking everybody.
Fuck a
Oh
dog
my
if you see it.
god.
That's sick. My Sorry.
I'm sorry. How should I take I think you should take this very I think I just feel like this is a period in your life where you got a clean house really bad.
Yeah.
I know she's your cousin. Y'all been cousins and close since you were in diapers, but this is like such an ultimate betrayal. She should know
No,
better.
for
Like
real.
basically y'all are sisters. And it's like she did it not once, not twice, but 3 times. I don't think this is a person that respects you. I think she only told you to clear her guilty conscience. And I don't know. It's up to you if you want to forgive, but I think you were willing to hear your husband out when he was going through doing that activity and whatnot, but he wouldn't stop. I just think, I'm not saying you're a people pleaser. I just think this is a time to clean house, get rid of all the people in your life that keep betraying you. And
Right.
it's time for you to take control of yours.
I just say
Sick.
block her, block him, and just be done. Just
Be
clean
done.
slate. Clean slate. Just start
Mhm.
over. Cause this
Damn.
shit right here,
It's sick.
this shit would really make me have to go behind a bitch head. Because bitch, you are my cousin. Bitch, you my blood. And you fucking my old man is crazy. Nah, just the mature and adult way about it. Just leave it alone. Block her. And if she message you, just tell her right then and there. I wish to no longer speak to you. I wish to no longer speak to him. I hope y'all have a good day in hell and may God bless y'all. And just did it like that.
Sick. Oh my God. You go through so much. My God.
Mm-mm.
Better days ahead for you. I pray.
Next email. It says, "Hey, ladies. It's been forever since I talked with you, ladies. I've been dealing with life, and life has been dealing with me. I do have many things to ask you, ladies, on not only your opinions, but I also have some advice need some advice as well. First thing I want to ask is this. I am a podcast listener and I listen to many podcasts, and I am very much into the gossip of social media and all those things. So I have been listening to Megan Ashley's podcast in totality. I listened to her, and you guys, I just love the mixtures. Well, as you girls know, before that came about, she was on the Know For Sure podcast with B. Simone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I see that now B. Simone has her new podcast called Let's Try This Again podcast. So I do have a question to you ladies. I just have about three for this particular situation. Three, okay. First question: how do you ladies feel about the move that she did regarding this new podcast? Personally, I feel the trailer of the introduction of the podcast was a bit shady, and that if this was your friend at one point in time, you should have handled the animosity that you still possess inside of you off social media and had a grown woman discussion with her. Secondly, how would you handle this situation if you ladies was in this position? When I asked that question, I'm asking if you ladies were to just stop being friends, what would be the direction of the podcast from there? How would you girls go about that? I have so many more questions, but I don't want to keep babbling because I appreciate you ladies hearing my voice and letting the world hear my stories as I go through life. But those are the first things I have questions about. Now, let me go. Now, let me go in. Oh, let's get going into what I have going on. Basically, I had to summarize that.
Let's
Oh,
answer
okay.
these questions first before I forget
Okay.
my response. B. Simone has her new podcast called Let's Try This Again. So I
Mm-hmm.
do have a question. I have just about three for this particular situation. How do you ladies feel about the move that she did regarding this podcast? Personally, I feel that the trailer of the introduction of the podcast was a bit shady. I agree. In that if this was your friend at one point, you should have handled the animosity that you still possess inside of you off social media and had a grown woman. I agree with that. The first question: how do you feel about the move she did regarding this new podcast? I thought B. Simone was done with podcasting.
I thought she was
When
too.
I saw the video, the last video, Megan was very emotional. She was upset. She was crying. And B. Simone was just sitting there like, yeah, like very nonchalant, very like, I don't care. So I just assumed she was done with podcasting. I thought podcasting was over for her. So Megan Ashley is continuing her own podcast going forward.
Right.
So it was a surprise to me when I see the news that B. Simone is coming with her own podcast. Okay, you have every right to do that. But I mean, we never got an actual reason. I think the only reason we got was they weren't friends anymore. They couldn't keep their friendship together anymore. So they had to end the podcast. But it just seemed like B. Simone was just done with podcasting. But then the trailer comes out, and that trailer was shady as hell.
It was.
Instead of making it about you, you are the star of the show, correct? But you had to be like, get this second chair out of here.
Yeah, like
Like, it's not, I think it's unprofessional. I think you're trying to
definitely.
throw some shade. Like, okay, bitch, you're not here anymore. I'm gonna show you up. I'm the star. Oh, what's this chair doing here? Get it out. Like, it wasn't like, if you're gonna do your own podcast because it's your passion. Do it out
Right.
of love for podcasting, period, and not just have it be like, okay, I'm gonna show this bitch up. But she's the name itself. Let's try this again. Like, okay, the first podcast didn't work out, so I'm gonna make a new one because it didn't work out with that girl that I did it with Megan Ashley. It was shady as hell. And yeah, I still feel there is some animosity. And I don't even know the actual reason why, but now I guess they are competitors in a way. Secondly, how will we handle this situation if you ladies were in this position? When I asked that question, I'm asking if you ladies were to just have stopped being friends, what would be the direction of the podcast from there, and how would we go about it? I would say that to handle the situation, if we were to stop being friends, I have enough respect for J. Marie, period, as a person to have a
Right.
conversation with her. Like, hey, let's agree, no shade, no this, no that. We will come on and we will do a final episode saying this, giving a proper explanation for everybody who has followed us throughout the years, and moving on with our lives in our own directions. Me personally, what would be the I would continue doing either this podcast or make my own podcast because radio is my passion and I would like to continue doing things in the realm of radio. J. Marie loves gaming.
I mean, I do. Now to I'm gonna be backwards. I'm gonna go to the second and
Mm-hmm.
then I'm gonna start at the first. I mean, if this was us in this predicament, me personally, I have nothing against Blue. I love Blue to the death of me. Like that's literally my best friend, and I feel like if
Mm-hmm.
it does, it will never. But if it does come to that point, I mean, we got very much a lot of respect for each other to be like, I'm not gonna go
Mm-hmm.
on social media talking shit, or
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna support her in her radio expectations because I know she's going to eat the girls the fuck up. Like, you feel me? And I know she's gonna support me in my gaming. Now don't get me
Mm-hmm.
wrong, I love podcasting because podcasting was my very first child and my very first passion before gaming. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, me, I'll incorporate that with my gaming. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still gonna be podcasting, but I ain't gonna hit you with no shit like, well, let's try this again. No, I ain't gonna do no shit like that. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird behavior.
Mm-hmm.
The first question, I really, I don't want to go into much about it because this email is pretty long and I do want to get to the advice part, but I just really want to say I never fucked with B Simone. I feel like, Miss Mama's just, she don't like a lot of things about herself, and
Mm-hmm.
she pours those things and her feelings about herself into other people, and I feel like she poured that into her friendship, and that's why probably her friendship probably dispersed the way it is. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody go through something, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has those moments or has those days when they going through something, but it's just like you overcome it, you get what I'm saying? So it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, you know I just feel like, I don't know, I just really never fucked with her, and I feel that this podcast was a bit shady because now, because I ain't really watched it, I just been seeing clips of it on Instagram, and now you're bringing different people that did not like or have conversations like that with Megan Ashley. And these were people that Megan Ashley were basically telling you that, these are not your friends. And here we are sitting across the room from these same people. That speaks not only a lot of volume on your podcast, but that speaks a lot of volume on your end. Basically, and I'm gonna tie this up with the topic. You basically did a mean girl move. You basically, with the
Very
whole
much.
introduction and all, you did a whole mean girl move. You tried to Regina George the fuck out of Megan, and little do you know, you Megan got everybody. A lot of people got God on their side, but Megan is really entwined with God. One
Yes.
thing you not gonna do is play about God's child. And you be playing on here talking about you love God. And I mean, you probably do. I ain't gonna sit here and talk about your spirituality because I know God loves me and my heart and my body parts. Me and him got a different relationship than probably me than him and Eric. You get what I'm saying? Well, him and Blue, I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry. So it's just like, I'm not talking about your spirituality, but you playing with somebody who is really entwined with God, who's really entwined with her spirituality, and you playing with these introductions and having people who was talking shit about her, talking shit about just everything on your podcast. At the end of the day, God don't sleep, and you
Mm-hmm.
wrong for that. What you put out to this world is gonna come back to you 10 fucking fold. That's all
I
I gotta say
never,
about that.
I never watched No for sure, so I didn't even know all that information. It's insane, but I think Megan Ashley is better off without it. Then it's a blessing for her to be moving on in a different direction without her.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna be okay. Me and J. Marie were friends before she invited me to get into podcasting, so I mean, we'll be okay.
Yeah,
That's the
we
main
gonna be
thing.
good. We good, y'all. I promise.
Yeah.
Now, let's finish this. Let's finish this email.
Mhm.
So it says, so I have a friend who seemingly slowly becoming someone who's dragging me down. For context, but with massive ego. When we first met, he was a cool guy and understood most circumstances. I probably would be friends with him, if he still was the same person. But over time, I think that he's starting to become a burden on my life. And I feel
Mm,
as though I have outgrown him. The
mm,
first month we started hanging out. So for context, I'm living I'm living a relatively successful life. I have my own apartment, college, education at a top 5 school for engineering, close to buying my first house, having a good career, and the best girlfriend someone can ask for. Okay, girlfriend, okay, hold on. I have a good life right now. But I worked my ass off during college and I understand the meaning of hard work and the grind to get to where I am now. I'm usually pretty humble about these things, but I'm going to let my ego off the leash for context. They
mhm,
went to some regional college, so he would live at home and mooch off his parents and have lunch at fancy restaurants, travel in general, not struggle. He has a degree, but has done absolutely nothing with it and works at a retail store. He hasn't had a girlfriend in 12 years. His hobbies revolve around spending all his money on traveling, shopping, car payments, and still live with his parents, mooching off his parents at almost 30 years old. Our hobbies, I feel, really differentiate us. I'm a hobby hardware engineer. I've made software and websites for most of my side projects outside of work and enjoying things like building robots, 3D printers, and in general, engineering in general. I train a lot for competitive sports and I enjoy the outdoors in general. I also am in general super competitive and do a lot of things competitive including esports. I used to motorcycle race when I was younger and paintball and etc. I really don't drink or smoke much. I like to
mhm,
keep myself at a peak all I like to keep myself at peaks all times. There we go. Their
mhm,
hobbies revolve around the opposite, and I could categorize them as having a good time. Hobbies such as traveling, shopping, eating, going to tourist traps, and spending money in general. They also like cars, but I can't really say they're a car guy. I mean, what a car guy doesn't like classic cars or changes of their oils and etc.
mm.
You just like looking at them and dreaming about owning them. For some reason, they make jokes about scorn all the time, like
Corn.
more than necessary. I get it. You jerk, you jerk off a lot. I have a pretty cool car. When we first met, he thought it was cool. The next day, he's like, "Nah, they're kind of cheap feeling. I think I'm going to get a Porsche 911." Okay.
Mhm,
They make 16 an hour and live with their parents. I'm building a lot of things that are incomplete and I want to show them progress of some builds I've built. That looks like shit. That looks pretty cheap, buddy. Show him things I made that are complete. That's great, buddy. Want to
white
go
girl
hang out?
style.
White girl smile. I want to get food. He chooses a $300 Japanese barbecue place, expecting me to pay.
Mm,
Comes
mm,
over and touches my shit without respect. Me, be careful. That's pretty expensive, him. Pff, I don't care. Wants to come over to his house, parents' house. Nah, bro, let's go to your house to drink at my bar. I'm struggling to understand if this is my own ego. I'm never the kind of person that's openly in like, ooh, here's the
elitist.
word, elitist. There we go.
Elitist.
Yes, I gatekeep Pokemon. But I feel like I'm just better than him, and he's just jealous of my success and hobbies and life in general. So you decide. Do I have a God complex, or is he just a bridge to burn? Woo! I mean, I just feel like with all of this going on, he's the type of person that really just hates on your success. I mean, you got to compare the difference.
Mm,
You are an engineer. You're working hard. You're making money. You got this. You got that. Like basically, you on your shit. Like what we were talking about earlier. You a bad bitch. Like
mhm.
you that bitch. You feel what I'm saying?
Or
You
that
still
nigga.
say, well, yeah, that too. Then you have him. He stayed with his mama, well, with his parents. He work at a retail store. He makes $16 an hour. Be spending splurging money on bullshit. And I mean, he just shits on your success. I say burn the bridge.
It's okay to toot your own horn. I just think there's a difference in compatibility. I don't think he respects you. I don't think he respects your property and things and such. And you have expensive items. He shits on your success, like, oh, your car is cheap, oh, you're this, your stuff is that. Like, yeah, I think there's some jealousy there, and I just think there's a difference in compatibility. I think there's some resentment building up towards the way he treats you and the way
Mm-hmm.
he looks at you and living your life. And I just think that the chemistry is not good here. I just think that I think it's a bridge to burn. I think y'all need to move on and find better compatible friends with for the both of you.
Right. That's what I feel too. I mean, y'all just not compatible as friends. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's no love lost. It's just, I feel like I wouldn't keep accepting, the treatment and how he talks to me. Like
Yes.
eventually I'll get pissed off and be like, all right, what is your fucking beef with me? Like, what's up? Like, how can we resolve it? So it's just like, I mean, I feel like, y'all just going two different ways. Obviously, he's careless with money. He doesn't know how to spend money correctly. And here you are, you know how to spend it. You know how to, do this and do that. And I mean, it's just like, he shits on your stuff, but you're here, clapping and being there for him. And the same energy is not replicate, like, it's not coming from him either. So it's just like, burn the bridge.
Okay, you guys. It feels so good to be back on the mic and hopefully consistently this
Yes.
time. We missed you so much. We're going to give our inspirational quotes.
Don't compare your life to others. There's no comparison between the sun and the moon. They shine when it's their time.
Don't adapt to the energy in the room, influence the energy in the room.
I love that. Come on. I love that right there.
But okay, you guys, we love you so, so much. This has been your host, Blue,
And this is your host, Jake Marie.
and we will see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, vocalizers, welcome back to another full episode. So glad to be back on it and back to being consistent after a long break. But we are back, and you know what time it is. It is time for Song of the Week. Now, over the past couple months or so, I've been seeing so much great music from emerging, independent, up and coming artists. And I collected so many songs for maybe the next few weeks when it's my turn to present my favorite song of the week. These songs are so good that I can't even choose what order to go in, but I think it would be most fair to go in the chronological order that I found them in, correct? Now, this is a song I've been jamming since I think February, but there is one song that I want to see from the cuntest bitch in this hoe. Pink Pamela, show me what you got.
Pink Pamela, put it in my pussy, Pamela. Pink Pamela, show me what you got, Pink Pamela.
Yes, my song of the week this week is Pink Pamela by LeCunt. Now, I love this song. Well, Kino Putia said it best. This song is very gay. I love it. It gives me summer vibes, top down, 80s vibe, Jerry Curl. I ride through the streets of Houston, windows down, banging this song. I love it. I love LeCunt's voice. He has I love his, like his rumble. Like he has rumble in his voice when he talks. And I love the contrast of his voice with the guitar in the background. Hop on the beat, they like, whoa, ride it hydraulic, my flow. Yeah, as above, so below. The cunt is bitch in this hoe. Yes! Also, recently, Pink Pamela by LeCunt was also added to the Kino Putia Artists of the Future Spotify playlist, also filled with amazing, talented artists on there as well. So check both of those out, and I will see y'all on the next episode. Bye.
Pink Pamela, put it in my pussy, Pamela. Pink Pamela, show me what you got, Pink Pamela. Pink Pamela, put it in my pussy, Pamela. Put it in my cat, Pink Pamela. Put it in my crack, Pink Pamela. Pamela. Show me what you got, pink Pamela. Pink Pamela. Put it in my pussy, Pamela. Put it in my cat, pink Pamela. Put it in my crack, pink Pamela.